Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Eddie Hearn. We're at the final press conference for Kell Brook against Michael Zarafa here in Sheffield. We know we're pushed on time, so I'm going to cut to the chase. We expect Kell Brook to get past Zarafa, hopefully in impressive fashion. Everyone's talking about, as they have been for years now, Kell Brook against Amir Khan. You've said earlier that you expect the offer to face Kell Brook to be worth twice as much financially as an offer for Khan to face Terence Crawford. Has Khan exaggerated the Crawford offer publicly? He said it's $5 million guarantee.
Khan can make $10 million to fight Brook.
Wow. And that's an offer there on the table, and he's aware of that.
Yeah, he's aware of a very big offer. I don't think it's necessarily about the money for Amir. I do think there is the element of Crawford is a big fight in the US for a world title, but when you talk about the difference in money and you talk about your legacy in this country and the fight that everybody wants to see, and on paper, Brook is an easier fight than Terence Crawford, everything should lead you towards that fight. So it's not like one's a rubbish fight and one's a great fight. They're both great fights, but I'm just, there's only one fight I want Amir Khan to take, and I feel as though the country are in the same boat in that respect. And I think it's 50-50 which one he's going to choose. So we'll see. We'll see how Kell looks on Saturday. But Kell now is so focused and he's in such a good place that actually I'm okay with it if it don't happen. I'll be gutted, but I'm actually excited for Kell Brook's career to see where he can go. He could become mandatory to Jarrett Hurd on Saturday night. He could make 147 tomorrow. So what about an Errol Spence rematch? What about a Sean Porter rematch? What about Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, all these fights in America? So I think it's exciting times for Kell Brook, because 12 months ago, quite honestly, I thought he was finished.
You've said if the Khan fight doesn't happen next, it won't happen. Surely if Khan puts in an impressive performance against Crawford but loses...
No, because if you're turning down this kind of money, this kind of money will never be there for the Brook fight. If Khan loses against Crawford and Brook, because Brook's going to go and have a big fight as well. So what if Brook fights, I don't know, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, don't look great or loses? It's all over. These guys aren't going to take this fight for £2 or £3 million. There's that much bad blood and that much fear of losing in terms of what it will do, not just for their legacy but for their life. But when you get a fight where people are so these guys, they'll never be petrified of each other, but petrified of losing to each other.
Do you think that's equal on both sides? They're both equally petrified of losing?
Kell is petrified of losing to Amir Khan, and I think Khan is petrified of losing to Kell Brook.
The
not that they think they'll lose, by the way, but there is something in their head that says, oh my God, if I lose this fight, this isn't like losing to Errol Spence or losing to Terence Crawford. This is personal. This is the War of the Roses. This is Lancashire v Yorkshire. This is years and years and years of... And by the way, the build-up would be something else. So we're only scratching the surface of how big this fight will be. In the build-up, you'll get to a stage where when the fight comes around, there will be so much on the line. There will be so much said in the build-up by both guys. It'll be like they'll be so nervous about this fight and about losing. And that's how it should be. That tells you it's massive. And this is what I want.